What's going on? We back, Goodfella Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is, man. We grinding, man. We're gonna get it in one time for the one time, man. And it's talking about Danny Jacobs and Canelo. Seeing somewhere that that Danny Jacobs said that if the Canelo fight not in the contract and he ain't gonna sign back with Eddie Hearn. I don't know how true that was, but it is what it is, man. But let's talk about Canelo and Danny Jacobs. Just a little hypothetical. I ain't did a hypothetical POV in a minute. Just know if Danny Jacobs don't get the knockout, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He's not gonna beat Canelo. This dude is worth $365 million to the zone. So before you make a deal, even if the fight is in the contract where you get Danny Jacobs and Canelo at 60, he talked about at 68. He said he really don't want to see him at 68. But you gotta think about the ramifications and think about your style. Okay, sometimes people can't be real with themselves and be honest with themselves. I'm just one of those people that just try to be real and honest with myself as much as possible. Even though people be like, oh, it's a negative outlook, man, it's reality. Sometimes reality is negative, and seldom for me, reality is always positive. So you always hope for the worst. You always brace for the worst and hope for the best. But in this situation for Danny Jacobs, he gotta be like this, man. Just know that I can't outbox this guy, and I'm not saying that he couldn't outbox him, but I'm looking at it. If I'm Danny Jacobs, I can't outbox this guy. I gotta go get a knockout, because if I outbox this guy, Mayweather beat this dude every round and still got a 114 card. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? So I gotta go out there with a knockout mindset. Now it has to be smart pressure. You know what I'm saying? We got to go with a right game plan, but he got to be aggressive. That fight he fought for Derevchenko last night, if that was Canelo Alvarez on the other side of that ring in the exact same fight, like just say it wasn't Derevchenko, but it was Canelo and everything he did, they would have got that decision to Canelo last night. Especially with him now in the zone, he's more untouchable than ever before. With somebody investing over $350 million into him, he's untouchable. So you have to knock him out. Even scoring 19 knockdowns or whatever it may be, the mindset has to be knockout. The game plan has to be knockout. It's not, if the knockout come. No, we looking for the knockout. We need the knockout. We training for the knockout. When we run miles, we running the miles for the knockout. When we do strength and conditioning, we lifting for the knockout. We doing resistant bands for the knockout. We doing calisthenics for the knockout. We watch film. We watching film for the knockout. We looking ways to knock him out, because that's the only way you're going to be able to beat this guy. And it's proven he was untouchable on HBO. He was untouchable on Showtime. He's untouchable, wherever he was fighting. When he fought Miguel Vasquez, he got a questionable gift decision. Or two of them. I don't remember the second one. I know the first one, most people thought Vasquez won. You go to, Lara. You go to Austin Trout. You go to Miguel Cotto. You go to Mayweather with the 114 card. You know what I'm saying? Go to first Triple G fight. Some people say the second Triple G fight. So, it's now you put that invincibility on the scorecards against somebody investing over $350 million into this guy. Danny Jacobs, it got to be the knockout. And Jacobs fought a smart fight last night. He fought very, very well. He boxed, he moved. He showed that he could be slick. He showed that he can counter. He showed that his left hook was superior to Derevchenko left hook. He took away Derevchenko left hook into the last couple rounds. He showed everything you wanted to see, and he showed a lot of chin, a lot of heart, a lot of determination. He was in great shape. He took hella body shots. You seen a complete Danny Jacobs last night. You know what I'm saying? Complete Danny Jacobs, one of the best fighters in the middleweight division, with potential to be one of the best fighters in the whole world. But the problem with Danny Jacobs is his mentality. And I said it before. It's too much leisure. It's too much wiggle. It's too much being in his game. Just for real. It's too much being in his game. It's too much wiggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have enough dog in him. And at one point, he probably came in boxing with a lot of dog in him. Even as a professional, he came in with a lot of dog in him. But when you get knocked out, when you get dropped, when you get stopped, that tends to make you think different. You want to be a smarter fighter. And in this instance with Canelo Alvarez, he gonna have to erase them cobwebs in his head. He gonna have to it's like the Men in Light red light just, and that shit got to be gone out of his memory. He got to be like a quarterback. He he had a couple interceptions. He throw it away, go in the second half, and come out and ball out. He has to think knockout. He can't look at Canelo. Oh, he's small. I got better feet than him. I can outbox him. Yeah, you think you outboxing him. But if he coming forward and looking like he's shoe shining and landing some shots and hitting you with a couple razzle dazzle shots like Derevchenko, they're going to give $365 million the decision. They gonna even Team Triple G said it before the first fight. Abel Sanchez said, if we don't get the knockout, that's on us. They started crying after the fight, but they knew what the business was. They knew exactly what that business was. They know if you don't get the knockout, okay, if you don't get the knockout, you're going to get robbed on the scorecards. At best, you probably get a draw. And then he ain't going to want to rematch you for a while. Because obviously you 31 and be 32 in February or May, one of them things. He was going to try to age you out. So at the end of the day, you go into that fight, it got to be a knockout. Does Danny Jacobs have? At 160 or 168, I favor Danny Jacobs. I think Danny Jacobs is the faster fighter. He ain't got the greatest feet in the world, but he got really, really good feet. Good strong jab, smart fighter, great trainer, good underrated body puncher, really, really good thudding jab, good right hand. I mean, he's the complete fighter. He can fight smart, discipline. But the one problem I have with Danny Jacobs is that he don't have enough dog in him. He don't have that dog like Charlo got. He don't have that dog like those real ferocious, mean fighters got. It's not a real mean streak in Danny Jacobs that's consistent from fight to fight. That mean streak that Crawford carry in every fight, from fight to fight. Just that mentality, you know what Danny Jacobs gonna do when he get in there. However, he tries to attack you, box, counter you, walk you into shots, or fight on the front foot. That's not with Danny Jacobs. Sometimes with Danny Jacobs, he'll finesse you. Other times he'll come out, he feel like he can overpower you. I mean, and that's good to have versatility, but the one thing missing in Danny Jacobs is the dog in him and the mean streak. And sometimes you get the dog in him, but when you've been knocked out before and you've been dropped before, that shit is always in the back of your head. That it can happen again. I got a lot to lose now. I'm touching M's, but I could be touching the heaven skies in a minute. But he can't, back to my point a minute ago, he can't look at Canelo Alvarez as he too short, he too slow. You got to look at it as, look here, man. I'm about to come out here and I'm about to press this hoe, man. Straight up, I'm about to press the fuck out of him. I'm going to put some combinations on him. I'm going to back him up and I'm going to keep good distance on him, but I'm going to get leverage on them shots. You know what? And I'm going to push him around, I'm going to bully him, and I'm going to dog walk him. I'm not going to respect that his power. I'm not going to give him an opportunity to touch me, as far as get full leverage on the shots. Danny Jacobs about 6 foot, man. Canelo 5'6". Danny Jacobs can keep him at good distance and land bombs on him. Body shots, head shots. He got to come in there and just pressure this guy from beginning to the end. Gas him out. I want VADA drug testing from when he in Mexico all the way through. Matter of fact, I want VADA and USADA testing. And I put the bread up. I take the money out of my own pocket. I want the testing out. 4 months out or 3 months out. Straight up. I pocket the bread. I want both of them hoes to test him. USADA and VADA. For sure. I want to cover every stone. If I'm going to stick with Eddie Hearn, he could promise me this fight, because at the end of the day, look at Danny Jacobs for me. I hate to sound redundant in some of the other videos I've done. I hate to sound redundant in the situation, but Danny Jacobs, ain't nothing happened for him on with his own. I mean, with Eddie Hearn and HBO, nothing happened for him. Luis Arias, okay. Who else he just fought after Luis Arias? Saluki, who was a PBC fighter. Derevchenko gave him his title fight, who was a PBC fighter. So PBC still done more for Danny Jacobs than Eddie Hearn has. Eddie Hearn can deliver a Triple G rematch. He can deliver a Canelo fight. And now, why would I sign back with Eddie Hearn when Canelo could be standing at 168? I'll go up there and fight him, but you're not going to force the fight to happen. And Oscar not going to force it to happen. Last time we got into negotiations, talking third person Danny Jacobs, they tried to short me 80-20 split. So why should I go over there when realistically, it's better fights on PBC for me. Real talk. I can't fight Andrade because we friends, and Eddie Hearn said he want to tune him up because they know he look like dog crap. Last Saturday or a couple Saturdays ago, he didn't look good. It was last Saturday. I know he looked like dog crap. That's a fact. He looked like dog crap. So they want to get him back active and hopefully get his swag back and get his groove back. So that fight ain't gonna happen. Okay, that's one belt. Okay. All right. If Canelo don't fight me, he don't fight me. Then why am I staying over there? When I could fight Lara moving up to 160. Jared Hurd could be moving up to 160. I could beat one Charlo brother, then the other Charlo brother gonna come. That's 4-5 fights right there. That's the end of my middleweight reign right there. I unified. I beat some good champions that moved up in weight. Now at the end of my career, I can go to 168 and get a Caleb Plant or get a Benavidez, Anthony Durrell. Or try to get another one of those fighters. So to be honest, people don't look at the whole spectrum of things. They don't. PBC still done more for Danny Jacobs than Eddie can ever do for him. And like he said last night, what do I want Triple G fight for? It's no point. I'm a champion. When he was a champion, he didn't want to give me a rematch. So I'm in a position to power F him. Y'all feel me? But at the end of the day, like I said before, Danny Jacobs, if you're going to fight Canelo and embed himself into a contract with Eddie Hearn for a Canelo fight, you need to treat that fight like it's your going away. You need to treat that fight like that Jay-Z and Linkin Park song, Encore. What is it called, Encore? Or Cheryl Lynn, Encore. You know what I'm saying? You need to treat that fight like it's your last fight. You need to train for the knockout. You need to sleep for the knockout, drink for the knockout, eat for the knockout, watch tape for the knockout. I mean, everything should be dedicated towards knocking him out. If I got to bring in a trainer that knows how to get the knockouts from a different way, I'm training for a knockout. And that don't mean go out there and fight reckless, but we want to get smart pressure. We want to get, the right educational way to get this knockout. Because anything short of a knockout is probably going to be a draw at best. And then he's going to run and not fight you no more. You know how fickle his fans are or that fan base for Canelo. Same thing that's going to happen with Pernell. You're going to beat the hell out of him. And people going to act like it was a draw for real or act like the fight never happened. He was all-time great. But he got beat up by Pernell easily. Same thing for Canelo. He got that protection for his complexion. So if you get knocked out, ain't no shame in your game, man. You had to press for it. You can't go in there thinking you can outbox him. Come on. But you can't go in there and outbox him because they're not gonna give you the decision. They're not. Unless you can drag that hoe to New York and get some judges neutral or whatever. I don't know what to do, but still they're gonna try to play you. They invested over $300 million in this guy. Knockout. Goodfella Sports TV. We up in this thing. Y'all know what the business is, man. Hit me up on Facebook. DM me there. Or you can go ahead and the Facebook like page, still a Box Clinic and more. It's in there as well. You can have me questions or whatever. You can email me questions, business inquiries or whatever. If you want to make a donation, appreciate everybody that donate. Super Chats, Mr. White, Gary Benson, Ty Foster, all the other brothers that do, man. At the end of the day, this page is going in a totally different direction. I'm not LDBC. Never will be LDBC again. Like a few of the brothers over there, a lot of the brothers over there, but no. I'm not letting up. No peace. Nope. I'm not a nigga second chances, bro. So don't affiliate me with them. They can take it how they want to take it. I still talk to who I talk to, but no, I can never affiliate with that cult type of mindset that they got for certain fighters. Not saying everybody got it, but y'all know what it is, man. One time for the one time. We gone.